Welcome to Bright Star. Today, we're venturing into the Australian outback with Crocodile Dundee, 1986, the classic adventure comedy that took the world by storm. Join Mick Dundee and Sue Charlton as they navigate the clash between rugged wilderness and big city life in New York. Dive into the humour, heart, and unforgettable scenes that made this film a global sensation. Discover behind-the-scenes insights, explore the iconic performances, and see where the cast is today. Subscribe for more updates on your favourite classics. John Mayon played Walter Riley. John Mayon brought warmth and authenticity to the role of Walter Riley, Mick Dundee's loyal and humorous best friend. Mayon's portrayal of the quintessential Australian bushman added grounded wisdom, humour, and a deep connection to the outback. His dynamic with Paul Hogan's Mick Dundee provided both comedic relief and heartfelt moments, making Walter Riley a beloved character in Australian cinema. Birth date and age at passing. John Mayon was born on May 1st, 1934 in Mosman, New South Wales, Australia, and passed away on August 10th, 1989 at the age of 55. Although he died young, his legacy endures through his memorable film roles and his lasting impact on Australian entertainment. His death was due to complications from cirrhosis, reflecting his well-known struggles with alcohol. Born in Mosman, New South Wales, Mayon began his career as a teenager, quickly gaining recognition on Australian radio and television. By the 1950s, he was active in national theatre, known for his authentic portrayals of Australian characters. Mayon was married twice and had one son. His first wife, actress June Salter, was well known in Australian theatre and television, making them a prominent couple in the industry. Outside of acting, Mayon became famous for his voice work in Victoria Bitter Beer commercials, which became a cultural staple in Australia. John Mayon was awarded the Member of the Order of Australia, AM, in 1979 for his contributions to the performing arts. He also received multiple Australian Film Institute, AFI, awards, solidifying his legacy in Australian cinema. Mayon's deep, gravelly voice became iconic, especially in his long-running Victoria Bitter Beer commercials. He was a passionate supporter of Sydney's ensemble theatre, performing and directing to foster Australian theatre talent. Though he passed away a year after Crocodile Dundee 2, his portrayal of Walter Riley remains one of his most cherished performances. Michael Lombard played Sam Charlton. Michael Lombard portrayed Sam Charlton, the father of Sue Charlton, in Crocodile Dundee, 1986. Sam is a seasoned and successful newspaper editor in New York City, representing the sophisticated urban world that contrasts sharply with the outback environment from which Mick Dundee comes. Lombard's performance as Sam Charlton is polished and authoritative, helping establish the high-stakes urban environment and adding depth to the storyline as the protective father figure wary of his daughter's adventurous spirit. Birth date and age at passing. Michael Lombard was born on August 8, 1934 in Brooklyn, New York, USA, and passed away on August 13, 2020 at the age of 86. His career spanned over 4 decades, making him a familiar face on both television and film. Raised in Brooklyn, Lombard developed a passion for acting early in life. He studied at the Actors Studio, known for its emphasis on method acting, and began his career in theatre, later expanding into television and film. Before Crocodile Dundee, he had built a solid reputation in New York theatre, which led to numerous television roles. His skill in portraying authoritative, often complex characters made him a popular choice for roles in dramas and comedies alike. Lombard appeared in multiple Broadway productions throughout his career, including The Rose Tattoo and Otherwise Engaged, and was nominated for a Drama Desk Award for his performance in Otherwise Engaged. He had guest roles on many well-known TV series such as The Sopranos, Law and Order, and Columbo, solidifying his reputation as a versatile character actor. Besides film and television, Lombard was dedicated to theatre and was an active member of the Actors Studio, where he continued to develop his craft and mentor others throughout his life. Reginald VelJohnson played Gus. Reginald VelJohnson played Gus, a friendly and dependable limo driver. Gus quickly becomes Mick Dundee's guide and friend in New York City, helping him navigate the bustling urban environment with humour and patience. VelJohnson's portrayal of Gus is warm and charismatic, adding a relatable charm to the film. Gus serves as a bridge between Dundee's outback sensibilities and New York's fast-paced lifestyle, offering comedic moments as he helps Mick adapt to the unfamiliar city. Birth date and current age. Reginald VelJohnson was born on August 16, 1952 in Queens, New York, USA, making him currently 72 years old. Known for his iconic roles in film and television, VelJohnson has had a career spanning several decades, with Crocodile Dundee marking one of his early film appearances. Growing up in Queens, VelJohnson developed an interest in acting at an early age, studying theatre at New York University. He initially appeared in small roles and worked his way up, often being cast in roles that showcased his strong comedic timing and warm, approachable personality. His role as Gus in Crocodile Dundee helped him gain wider recognition and opened doors to more significant roles in Hollywood, especially in films that required both humour and empathy. VelJohnson became widely known for his role as Carl Winslow on the popular sitcom Family Matters, where he played the lovable police officer and father figure, a role that became one of his most memorable characters. His role as Sergeant Al Powell in Die Hard, 1988, and Die Hard 2, 1990, solidified him as a beloved character actor, known for portraying police officers with humour and depth. Due to his roles in Die Hard and Family Matters, VelJohnson became well known for playing police officers, a stereotype he embraced with humour, bringing warmth and humanity to each role. Paul Hogan played Mick Dundee. Paul Hogan played Mick Dundee, embodying a rugged Australian bushman known for his survival skills and humour. Hogan's portrayal created a unique character, blending courage with charm, which helped make the film a success and turned Mick Dundee into a global cultural icon. Birth date and current age. Paul Hogan was born on October 8, 1939 in Lightning Ridge, New South Wales, Australia, making him 85 years old. Following the success of Crocodile Dundee, he continued to act, though few of his later works reached the same level of success. Hogan started his career working as a construction worker before breaking into television with The Paul Hogan Show, where he served as both writer and performer. This show brought him widespread fame, known for his relatable and distinctly Australian humour, which set the stage for his international success with Crocodile Dundee. Hogan married his Crocodile Dundee co-star Linda Kozlowski, who played Sue Charlton in 1990. The couple had one son, Chance Hogan, and stayed together until their amicable divorce in 2014. Currently, Hogan leads a private life, focusing on his family. Hogan was involved in legal disputes with the Australian Tax Office over allegations of tax evasion. The investigation lasted for years and drew significant media attention. Although Hogan denied the charges and was ultimately not convicted, the lengthy investigation impacted his life and career. Hogan began his career with comedy shows, writing and performing in a style that was simple, yet witty. The line, "That's not a knife, that's a knife," from Crocodile Dundee became a well-known catchphrase embodying Mick Dundee's humour and bravery. The character Mick Dundee became a symbol of Australian culture, capturing the world's attention and contributing to increased tourism and global interest in Australia. David Gulpilil played Neville Bell. David Gulpilil's role as Neville Bell added authenticity and depth, capturing the Indigenous Australian perspective with humour and dignity. His naturalistic style and magnetic presence made Neville a standout character, offering viewers a memorable glimpse into Aboriginal culture and enhancing the film's portrayal of both urban and outback Australian life. Birth date, July 1st, 1953. Current age, at passing. David Gulpilil passed away at age 68 on November 29, 2021, leaving a lasting impact on Australian cinema and Indigenous representation in film. David Gulpilil's career was marked by his dedication to authentic storytelling and the representation of Aboriginal culture in Australian cinema. First gaining international acclaim with Walkabout, 1971, he continued to challenge stereotypes and brought Indigenous stories to a global audience. Born in Arnhem Land, Northern Territory, Australia, Gulpilil was raised in a traditional Yolngu community, learning the language, customs, and dance of his people. His cultural knowledge and traditional upbringing informed his acting, allowing him to portray characters with deep authenticity. Although he did not attend formal acting schools, his experiences in his community provided him with unique insights and perspectives that enriched his performances. David Gulley often faced challenges balancing his life in the public eye with his responsibilities to his community and family. Known for his candid discussions on the hardships faced by Indigenous communities, he became an outspoken advocate for Aboriginal rights and cultural preservation. Gulley received multiple awards and accolades throughout his career, including the Best Actor Award at the Cannes Film Festival for 10 Canoes and an AFI Award for his role in The Tracker. He was recognised by the Order of Australia in 1987 for his services to the arts and contributions to the representation of Indigenous culture in media. David Gulley faced personal struggles with addiction and legal issues, which he addressed publicly in the hope of raising awareness about the challenges faced by many Indigenous Australians. Despite these struggles, he continued to create impactful work and remained a respected figure in both Indigenous and broader Australian communities. Gulley was not only an actor, but also an accomplished dancer, using his skills to introduce traditional Yolngu dance to a global audience. He played a vital role in shaping Australian cinema as one of the first Indigenous actors to achieve international fame. His performance in Walkabout introduced him to a global audience, and he often expressed pride in sharing Yolngu culture with viewers worldwide. Gulley was an author, poet, and artist, contributing to the cultural landscape of Australia in multiple ways beyond acting. Mark Blum played Richard Mason. Mark Blum played Richard Mason, Sue Charlton's boyfriend and editor. Richard is a polished, somewhat condescending New Yorker who is both intrigued by and threatened by the presence of Mick Dundee, who quickly captures Sue's attention. Blum's portrayal of Richard brought humour and a touch of rivalry to the story, adding depth to the romantic tension between Sue, Mick, and Richard. His character personifies the urban cynicism and sophistication that clash with Mick's rugged charm and authenticity, emphasising the film's central theme of cultural contrast. Birth date and age at passing. Mark Blum was born on May 14, 1950 in Newark, New Jersey, USA, and passed away on March 25, 2020 at the age of 69 due to complications from COVID-19. Blum's unexpected passing was a significant loss to the entertainment industry, as he had left a lasting impact on theatre, film, and television. Growing up in New Jersey, Blum developed an early interest in acting and went on to study at the University of Pennsylvania. After graduating, he honed his craft in New York theatre, becoming known for his skill in both comedic and dramatic roles. His work on stage in the 1970s and 1980s established him as a versatile performer, which soon led to opportunities in film and television. Mark Blum was known for his dedication to the theatre community and had a deep passion for acting, both on stage and screen. He was married to actress Janet Zarish, and the couple shared a strong bond through their mutual love of the craft. Outside of acting, Blum was an active advocate for arts education and supported initiatives to improve working conditions for theatre professionals. He remained deeply connected to the New York theatre scene throughout his life. Blum appeared in numerous Broadway and off-Broadway productions, including The Assembled Parties and Lost in Yonkers. His stage work earned him widespread respect in the theatre community. Blum received an Obie Award for his performance in the play Gus and Al, a recognition of his contributions to off-Broadway theatre. Beyond acting, Blum was a mentor to young actors and served on the board of the Screen Actors Guild, SAG, working to improve conditions for performers. Linda Kozlowski played Sue Charlton. Linda Kozlowski played Sue Charlton, portraying a smart and adventurous New York reporter who travels to Australia to interview Mick Dundee. Kozlowski's performance brought charm and wit to the character, blending sophistication with resilience. Her chemistry with Paul Hogan's Mick Dundee was a highlight of the film, adding romance and depth to the story and making Sue Charlton an essential part of the Crocodile Dundee legacy. Birth date and current age. Linda Kozlowski was born on January 7, 1958 in Fairfield, Connecticut, USA, making her 66 years old today. After the success of Crocodile Dundee, she continued to work in film before largely stepping away from acting in the early 2000s. Raised in Connecticut, Kozlowski studied drama at the Juilliard School in New York, graduating in 1981. She began her career in theatre, including an off-Broadway production of How It All Began, before landing her breakout role in Crocodile Dundee, which brought her international fame. Kozlowski married her Crocodile Dundee co-star Paul Hogan in 1990 after they developed a relationship during filming. They had one son together, Chance Hogan. The couple remained together for over 2 decades before divorcing amicably in 2014. Since leaving acting, Kozlowski has pursued business ventures and enjoys a private life, dividing her time between the US and Morocco. Kozlowski's career was largely free of public scandals. However, her high-profile marriage and divorce from Paul Hogan drew media attention. The couple's relationship, beginning on the set of Crocodile Dundee, was closely followed, and their amicable divorce in 2014 included a private settlement. Kozlowski has maintained a respectful relationship with Hogan post-divorce and values her privacy. Kozlowski retired from acting in 2001, citing dissatisfaction with the roles offered to her, as they didn't meet her expectations following her breakout success. Since leaving acting, Kozlowski has spent significant time in Morocco, where she has business interests and enjoys a quieter lifestyle away from Hollywood. Kozlowski's acting foundation is rooted in classical training, as she is a graduate of the prestigious Juilliard School, where she honed her craft before pursuing film roles. Irving Metcalf played the doorman. Irving Metcalf played the doorman, delivering a brief yet memorable performance. His character's reaction to Mick Dundee's rugged attire humorously highlights the cultural clash between New York's sophistication and Mick's straightforward personality. Despite the small role, Metcalf's performance adds charm and emphasizes the contrast between city life and Mick's outback roots. Birth date and career overview. Irving Metcalf was born on August 26, 1932 in the United States. Throughout his career, he took on a variety of character roles in both film and television. Metcalf developed an interest in acting early in life, leading him to pursue roles in theatre and eventually transition to film and television. Known for his unique look and expressive acting style, he quickly became a recognizable character actor, especially in comedy roles. Metcalf was known for his ability to create memorable moments with limited screen time, making him a favorite for supporting and cameo roles. Metcalf often took on comedic roles, and his ability to deliver humor with subtlety made him a go-to actor for small but impactful parts. Many of Metcalf's roles were in New York-based films and TV shows, as he was part of the vibrant New York acting community. Besides Crocodile Dundee, he appeared in several major films of the 1980s and 90s, often in cameo roles that allowed him to shine briefly alongside major stars.